såg på
Så kommer inte
mobilen.
den upp där?
Jag är inte lika...
Live.
Vem pratar du med? Sara?
Mig själv. Jag pratar med mig själv. Det är ju så här jag är.
Nej, men jag menar mer att... För vi kommer ju se... För nu ser jag ju dig, men sen kommer vi väl... Jag kommer väl se... Han visade ju hur det skulle se ut sen.
Ja, jag har bara den uppe här.
Northern Credit Union, a
Nu ser jag
true
reklam här.
partner,
Jag har ju den
helping you to
Nu har
financial
jag den
victory.
stora.
Visit
Sara, vi
northerncu.com.
hörs, säger
Swap
Jerry.
your
Så-
bank for something better. Because Northern Credit Union isn't a bank. We're a financial institution.
At Coyote, we know that when the weekend rolls around, you have two choices. Kick up your feet or kick up some dirt. If only all decisions would be so easy. Coyote, we dig dirt.
It's a beautiful fall day. It's stout season. What better way to celebrate than with a Kingsville barrel-aged stout? Now, I know some of you are going to say, stouts, I don't do the stouts. They're too heavy, man. And those barrel-aged beers, they scare me. They're too boozy or they're too woody. Well, we heard you, so check this out. What we've got here is a medium-bodied, well-balanced, but most importantly, very approachable option for you. Look at that color. Deep, rich, dark color. The aroma is malty. It's roasty. You get a little coffee there. And the flavor, you get that roastiness, little coffee, little cocoa, and the whiskey undertones, little oak, little vanilla. So don't be afraid to try it. Cheers, and happy International Stout Day.
Hi and welcome. It's
Hello.
Anna Hasselborg and
Sara McManus.
who's broadcasting from Sweden today, or tonight for us actually.
Yes. It feels like such a luxury to watch this good curling. Since we're not playing right now, then it feels good to watch. And this will be fun.
First time, right, Sarah? So we're a little
First
bit
time.
nervous.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're seeing Jacobs against Team de Jong, and the game has already started, and there's some rocks in the house already. So we will have to catch up, see what has happened before we saw it.
Yes. And so this is a very important game for Team Jacobs, right?
Yeah, I heard so. They were 2-2, or was it?
Yes.
So a must win, right?
A must win. Absolutely. That is always like exciting and a bit nervous. But I think actually these guys like that kind of pressure. I know that we do too. Like you always play very well when you really have to.
Yeah, definitely. And it's and also with the slams, you know that you always have a chance if you, even though you're 2-2. So it's all games matters all the time. So I guess it's the same here.
Yes.
So there's also going to be like a Facebook chat, and we're keeping an eye on that all the time. So to make our lives easier and to make our job easier, it would be awesome if you could just chat with us and just help us out with this live feed, and let's have some fun during these 2 hours or 2.5. So ask us questions and let us know what you want us to talk about, and like if there are any shot that you would like us to talk a little bit more about, type that and we'll try to get it going. It would be awesome. We're really reaching out here for your help, guys.
It's also like we miss everyone so much that we usually see after all the games when we're in Canada. So it would be nice to get some questions going.
Yeah, and it would be also fun if it was a lot of people in the chat. So feel free to share, spread the word and share the feed in your own Facebook. And the more the merrier, right?
Exactly. I honestly haven't watched any games earlier, but it looks like the ice is curling pretty well. Looks like very good ice. Have you watched
Yeah.
any games, Anna?
No, I haven't. It's been in the middle of the night and stuff
Exactly.
like that.
As I'm seeing here in the chat that everyone is saying good morning, and it's not quite good morning for us. So, but this was the perfect timing. This game.
Yes. So I see some comments and questions here. Someone is asking me about, or actually not someone, it's Mark's beautiful and cool wife, Nicole. She's asking me about how motherhood and how baby Mira is doing. And motherhood is the coolest thing I ever experienced. And Mira is doing so well. It's crazy how fast time goes. And yes, she's so big.
Yeah, she's getting really big now.
Yes,
She just learned how to sit.
that is
That's
pretty
pretty
cool.
cool.
I think so too.
Yes.
She must be such a smart and the perfect child, right?
Yes. Okay, so Team Jacobs is lying pretty good, I would say. It's a pretty good setup.
Yes. And they're keeping the middle open since they have hammer. I didn't see the first rocks, but I will just go ahead and assume they are having hammer since the style of play. So this shot is super important. This could, if this is a miss, this could definitely set up for a big end. So, oh yeah, that rock slipped maybe a little bit too far. But it looks like it's at least is out counting the back one. But still very, very good chances of scoring a 2 here in the first end. So scoring a 2 in the first end, even though we now have 5 rock rule, scoring a 2 is still super, super a big advantage. And for some teams, I know that it's such a big advantage, it's even hard to come back from. But it's never over until it's over, of course. And I'm not saying you win the game just because you score a 2, but
you have a pretty good chance, right?
yes.
Yeah. And we know that because we also work a lot with statistics. That's pretty exciting. So if there's any junior curlers out there listening to this, that could actually be you can make a really good progress in looking into the stats. This rock looks really good, and it feels like the sweepers have it under control. Yeah.
There was someone that would like, she wants to say hi. She said hi down there. So,
You
hi,
have the
everyone.
little teddy bear.
Yes, she's
Showing
going out on a stroller walk with her dad. So
yeah, I don't know if they can see her, but
oh no, that's
and
true.
I just showed Myra.
But, yes. I thought people heard her, so I better show her, I thought.
Yeah. So one thing that I have been thinking about since we watched Team Holman the other day, and we see some other Canadian games, is since everyone is wearing a mask, and because I'm a third, like I sweep a lot too, but like it must be interesting to like, because the communication is so important with the sweepers and the skip, and if you don't see any like facial expressions, like because that could be something that teams, like I know exactly how Anna looks if like you're calling that we need to sweep, but it's not like super important, but then I also know your expression when it is super important. So I'm guessing it's a bit tricky now for the sweepers to call like line and also speed. So I guess how much it actually affects them. It must
Definitely.
be like for the teams who, for example, Team Jacobs that have been playing for a very long time and also together, except Mark that just joined them last year. But like I would say that they have a pretty good advantage when it comes to times like this because they know each other so well.
Definitely. So here we see Comlodi coming up short, or De Jong with his last rock, and Jacobs as a draw for 3, right?
Yep, that is correct.
Because we definitely think the back one is out counting the red back one. It looks like it.
I'm pretty sure. I couldn't say 100%, but 99.
I'm not as sure as Joe McCusker usually are in when she's commentating.
Yeah.
She always calls the right one.
Yes. Yeah, Nicole is recalling on the thing that I was talking about, wearing the mask, and she says it's definitely a loss in the communication and the emotions wearing the masks. So yeah. So then it makes it even more impressive, like especially now, like line is not super important on this one. It's mostly speed.
Yeah.
But if you have to go through a couple of rocks, then like you have a real strength if you have good communication.
Yeah. So what do we usually think about, like when you are like when we throw this open draw? We saw that he actually nailed it to the pin.
Yes.
So we try to do that too. So even though it's like it's an open draw, I definitely like look at Ryan. He's calling it and sweeping it, make sure that it goes down to the pin. So later in the game, they could refer to that draw and say like, you put it on the pin, and it curled this much, and it was this speed. So that is super important. So that's a really good thing to catch up on and look at when you, if you're a junior watching or amateur curler, to see that they're learning from every shot.
Exactly. Yeah, it's always good to like rely on some couple of shots.
So this was like the opposite of what do you call it? The commentator's curse, because I accidentally called a 3-ender earlier in the end, and now they have a 3-ender.
Yes.
So I think we go to commercial now, right?
Yeah.
Northern Credit Union, a true partner, sweeping you to financial victory. Visit northerncu.com and swap your bank for something better. Because Northern Credit Union isn't a bank. We're a financial institution.
The difference between a clean tractor and a dirty one can be found in the heart of the person who holds the key.
Hey, Mountain.
Coyote, we dig dirt.
So we're back again. Classic open. Jacobs top placed it perfectly. Top 4, and then a corner guard, and now he's drawing it close to the house or just in, I think the call was. So we will see probably maybe even there will be 3 rocks down the center line.
Yeah. And also
and double corner guards probably.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing, that even though like you're 3 up, he's not going to call a double corner guard. He's going a little bit more defensive. Probably are scared of those possible 3 rocks down the center line that it would be if he threw another rock, another corner guard. And Ryan did such a perfect lining of those 2 first rocks, which is super important if you are going to protect the lead.
And also just want to throw it out there, guys. We said it before, and we would love for you to chat with us on the Facebook chat that Team Jacobs has. Also, would be great to know where everyone is from, since we are commentating from Sweden right now. It would be nice to hear what everyone else is doing and who's out there. So please just like write some questions if you have any and help us out with this.
Yes, definitely keep
Yeah.
throwing us questions. And we gotta do this together, folks.
Yes. We are mostly just used to be out there on the ice too, that Team Jacobs and De Jong is. But now we're sitting here and commentating, which is also very fun, and to watch all these great curlers throw rocks.
Yes, it is. So now he rolled off, EJ rolled off the center line, and we will see De Jong trying, Conlodi trying to go around the corner guard and be first around that corner guard. So trying to set up a 2 with not much risk. So Sarah, would you like to see them throw the peel on the corner, or would you like just freezing down to it, or even the run maybe? What do you like?
Yeah, like if I would be Team Jacobs, then like I definitely think you could do the run.
The nice thing about the run is too that it's hard to peel that out, because it's hard to peel it over their own. So
yeah, that is true.
The easiest way to.
Yeah,
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, that was close.
To their
they
own.
throw it with such good accuracy, but like I think that call could have been made. Like I think it's mostly what the player himself thinks about what he wants to throw, and also to think about the ice conditions too, like how much does it curl or if it's really straight. But like I know that for us in the team especially, like we always ask the player that is throwing the rock, like what do you feel to play, like what so I think that's most important, and I think that's important in whatever situation, if there's not like a must call. But I know that Team Jacobs, they are so good with the run backs, and especially EJ, like he's amazing at playing those shots. And so I think you could definitely go for it.
Yes. So the corner guard over curled a little bit, and he's going to chase it.
I think
Mark is going to chase it. Yeah, definitely.
But it's amazing, like with this team, to watch them, because even though like they have all kind of strength in this team, like EJ is super good with playing the high weights. I would say everyone in this team is, but also like with the soft weights, and like now bringing Mark into the team, I think they are good at whatever you make them throw.
Yeah.
Like it's a pleasure to watch them curl.
So is Team Jacobs the team that if you would have to replace yourself with in a men's team, would you kick off Mark then and take Mark's spot?
Yeah, I would say pack your things. I'm going in. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
I would. I could
100%.
easily kick Brad too to get those to get those 3.
Yeah,
They're crazy good sweepers too.
yeah. So when they asked us to commentate this, that was 100% yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's unlucky
Ooh,
for Komodi.
very close.
So as I am not complete, and I have to apologize myself, but I am not completely sure. Is it that De Jong is skipping this team, and Komlodi is playing third? Because it said on the website that Komlodi, that was like the name of the team. But I'm guessing De Jong is skipping.
throwing, yeah.
Yeah, and throwing last. Could it be like that?
We will have to look on their backs.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but we haven't. I guess this team is from BC, so we haven't seen them so much on tour. When we go, we usually stay out a little bit more east than British Columbia. We've only been to BC once at Vancouver Junior Worlds, actually.
Yes. We
Or
actually
no,
got
two. Sorry, because we went home from the Worlds. We were in BC.
Oh, that's right.
God damn it! Oh,
We got an
thank
answer
you.
from Casey here that
Thank you so much.
De Jong is skipping and throwing skip rock.
And
Perfect.
they're from Victoria, which is, I've heard, it's so beautiful.
Yes.
So we got a question about how's the curling in Sweden or in Europe actually going so far, and so far it's nothing. We managed to compete one event, and then we got a second wave here in Europe, so everything is closed down again, and we're just hoping for better times.
Yes.
So we got a question if I would skip this team. Oh, nice shot! Wow, really nice shot here.
Yes.
Perfect roll,
actually-
and he got rid of the danger stone in the middle. So wow, really nice shot. So now Brad is probably going to chase it and roll to the center again.
Yeah, this is a pretty tricky shot. Like he doesn't have too much to play
No.
with on this rock. So
And he hasn't been. They threw though a similar shot with Mark, so they should have a good guess of what the ice is doing here. And the ice looks really good.
the ice it looks really nice. It looks fast.
Definitely. I think Team Medina's been in Penticton and played an event before, and I remember they saying that the ice was good, if I recall it right. So
Nice
I got
shot
it. We've
by
also
Brad.
got a question here. Are you ahead of me? I haven't seen him throw yet.
Oh,
He's throwing
Yeah.
now for me.
oh really?
Yeah.
Then I'm ahead of you.
Whoops. Okay, I will upload. Okay. Refresh. Okay, now he made it.
You didn't trust me, Anna.
So I got a question about if I would skip this team, if I would just replace Brad, if my strategy would change, and maybe from having a left-hander, and I would say no. I have played mixed doubles with Oscar, and I don't think I don't even think about that too much. You just I think on every different players about the ice, and I think players like Oscar and Mark are so used to put the broom in the right spot for where they want to. So no. So a freeze attempt here to set up the 2, or even to maybe get lucky and force a blank if they would have come a little bit closer, and he would just have peeled everything off. But looks like he could peel this off and still lie 2 in the house. So probably a force coming up.
It was a good try. He just came up a little bit short.
Yeah.
Those freezes are always the tricky ones.
Definitely. Especially going like over the center line a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't know, like if you're going far out, it's almost easier because then it's like a wing draw. Or yeah, that's what I feel. Anyway.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Thanks. It would be embarrassing if you were like, no, it's super easy.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, and Brad does that so nice.
He does it in his sleep.
Yes.
Booyah. So, forcing the draw, he probably is going to use the same ice as the last one. So, just the same path.
Yep.
So, hi, Tracy, and hi, Ethan. How cool that you were at the Continental Cup. I wish we could go back to Continental Cup soon. And the time in Sweden right now is 5:30 in the evening. So, but in Sweden it's dark at 4. So it's very dark outside right now.
Yeah.
So it looks like we are in the middle of the night.
So one of the sweepers are going pretty hard, but now it's just clean. It looks really good, this draw, so.
Yeah. Or does it slow down a little? No.
Perfect weight, and it was just like you said, they had the same line as they did on the freeze.
So still not an ideal situation to be 2 down without hammer. So what do you think you will? Yeah. Oh, now are we going to commercial now?
Now we're heading over to commercial, I would say.
Coyote may not be a household name, but we are a land name, and a work name, and a family name. And those are all the names we'll ever need. Coyote, we dig dirt.
Back in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. We're not on the ice, but maybe second to that. If we can't be playing, we're going to be eating some pizza and having a few beverages, I guess. And today is International Beer and Pizza Day, officially. Didn't know it existed, but we found that out. So we thought, hey, if it's International Beer and Pizza Day, let's go have a few beverages. Let's go have some pizza. We're at East Street Pizza here in Sault Ste. Marie, one of the top pizza places in the Sioux. They just so happen to also be selling Kingsville beer. I, EJ Arnon, have selected the Light A award-winning beer. Ryan, what do you have there?
I have the Hef.
The half cups. You got the
I
what?
don't have the can, but I got the Czech lager.
You get the Czech lager.
My favorite.
Nice. And you know what? We're going to have some fun. We're amateur pizza rating professionals, if that makes any sense. But we're going to rate some pizza today. Cups, you go first. You let me know what your thought is, what your score is, and why. And then Ryan will get you as well.
Yeah, I'll just be real quick and simple.
Let's go.
As soon as the box opened, I was quite impressed.
Yeah.
Nice big wheel.
Yeah.
Crust is nice and fluffy.
Fluffy crust.
Hey, and here's the thing: we're not Dave Portnoy.
No.
Barstool.
No.
We know that. We will say that we come from Sault Ste. Marie. Definitely, world renowned for pizza. East Street Pizza, obviously. This is my first time.
Me too. Scoring?
Yeah, first time.
First time eating here as well. Yep.
Nice. I like the crust. Cheesy. Perfect amount of grease, I would say.
East Street Pizza in Sault Ste. Marie. Kingsville beer.
I think they should bring that Kingsville beer next time we get the chance to come to Canada.
Yes, I agree. So welcome back to the third end. We have some pretty nice setup here. It's a little bit of an uphill for Comlody or De Jong. Right now, they're down by 3-1, but they have a long way to go. So there's still a lot of game to watch here.
Are you surprised they didn't throw a double center? It looks like they went
Yes.
in with their second one,
Yeah.
right?
Since we didn't see it, but it could have been that they were just a little bit heavy. But yes, I definitely.
Looks like yeah, maybe. But it looks like they made a draw because it was then Jacobs made a tap. So yeah.
Yeah.
Would you have thrown the double center?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think you kind of have to when you're down by 2 against such a good team.
But they have a good setup now, so maybe they know.
Yeah,
what
they
they're
did a really, really good hit and roll. So
Yes, perfect hit and roll.
this puts a lot of pressure on Team Jacobs. So this will be
Yeah,
nice
for
to
sure.
see. Since we said earlier that we haven't watched any games before, so haven't actually seen the standard of the team. But it's always nice, like when you have a must game, you kind of want to throw that those kind of shots that you need to make, because then you can have a good feeling going into the playoffs, knowing that you can throw those nice shots. And as you can see, that's really good.
Yeah, perfect weight.
Yeah.
Really perfect. Yeah. So so important to get the roll in. So Kamlodi can't follow, because if you ever heavy and roll out on that shot, that could be like setting up a really tricky end after it. So super great shot from EJ, like good weight control and so. But people, you gotta keep us keep throwing question at us.
Yeah.
and so let's do this together. Help us commentate.
Yeah.
Because we're going to talk in English for a long time.
We haven't done that in a while now.
I feel very rusty in speaking
Yeah.
English.
Yes, I agree, 100%.
Usually we are so many days in Canada at this point, but we're not now. So
No.
that was a great freeze.
That was a great piece.
Yeah, I guess Mark wants to come up and look at angles.
Is there ever any other options here, Anna? What would you say?
I was thinking about the run, but since it's only one center guard and that is pretty close, like it's, I don't think you need to do that. I like this shot. It's really high. What do you call it? Puts a bigger reward into it, like because then they will lie shot rock and then third and fourth rock. So Kamlodi definitely going to have to decide if they're like how to proceed at the end.
Yes.
So very nice if they could just stay in the house with this. So like try to make the same kind of shot that EJ did on his first. Yeah, perfect shot.
Perfect shot.
Wow. So 2 great shots from EJ's, like with perfect weight control.
Mm-hmm. And the thing that we were talking about earlier about the communication and wearing masks, I can totally, if you just have a good look at the players, you can see that I think they can hear each other pretty well though. And Team Jacobs know everyone so well, so you can actually see that they have really good communication about like switching between the sweepers and also throwing the right weights, and it's great to see. Now this will be interesting to see this shot too.
So Would you ever just throw, like, instead of going for the hit and roll here, would you ever, like, it's not that I don't like the hit and roll or the nose as they did, but would you ever just throw like a freeze on top of the top four guard rock?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like they're down 2. Like you could definitely do that. You don't have to, but it's definitely an option. Because you kind of just wanna like put a lot of pressure on Team Jacobs, because doing this shot you leave them a pretty easy shot back too. So maybe it would have been a very good option to play the freeze.
Yeah, because now they're almost like a little bit, if they get the roll now here, I think the most important with the roll here is to create something to freeze on top too. So
Yeah.
if they get the roll behind C line, and hopefully Jacobs, or they hoping for Jacobs not to get the roll back, then they have something to freeze onto. So we'll see if they make the roll. They're sweeping for the curl here, not for to hold it, right? Nope, not getting the roll. So the ice looks good enough to make that draw for 2 later in the end. So if everything is the same right now, there should be a pretty decent, good shot for 2. So why does he? Yeah, I really like this shot, nosing instead of making the roll, because I don't think Komlodi can roll in then. Then they will set
Even
up
took like
the
that,
double.
Yeah. We will probably see some more after this shot has been made. It's hard to see the angles properly.
Yeah. Looks
So
like
maybe-
that is like
yeah,
one
this-
rock over. Yeah. So he thinks he can roll in. We'll see.
We will see, yeah. It's just so much fun watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see someone from the zoo is watching. We've been there playing a slam,
Yeah.
and it's where the Team Jacobs are from. So we noticed they are superstars in the zoo.
Do you remember that we went to a really nice like brunch place? And good
Oh,
American pancakes.
Oh, the brunch places in Canada. How I miss them.
Yep.
And we have some North Bay fans. We love North Bay. Shout out to North Bay.
Yay. Okay, so now we have
So
a shot coming up.
he's on and off. So
Yeah.
that usually means it's close, right? Oh, no. Okay.
That's a shame. I think he actually had like a pretty good chance in making that roll.
Yeah, it looked like it when you saw
Yeah.
the angle of the roll
Yeah.
when he missed. So Brad basically just need to. It's not like a given. Like if he come top pin now, I'm not sure if you can slash the blue one in. Do you think you can see anything of the blue?
I think you can see like an inch, because
An
you can see the center guard. I think
It's just
a little bit over, like across the line.
Okay, so if you can see anything on the blue, I guess this.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky to placing this rock. It's not a given.
No, my first call was more the one that Mark was showing, just to draw top pin on the other side.
Yeah.
And Brad was indicating just like to tap to get them. What do you call it? Like loosen them up. What do you call it? Like
it.
Yeah, but still like shot rock in third.
Mm-hmm.
So both are obviously very good calls. My first was just go around it.
Yeah.
I don't see where he has the broom yet, so I'm not sure what he has decided on. Okay, he slides out for the intern, so the tap then. So just create like an angle, and if you're and loose, just tap the red one a little bit, but the red is still going need to be shot rock. Looks very good. Yep, perfect.
Very well executed. Yeah. So now it's just only one alternative for De Jong here, right?
Yeah. Definitely. And we haven't seen anyone going around this out-turn draw for the whole end, so... But it's looks like nice 4 feet of curl.
Yep.
That is almost like ideal.
Mm. We even have some people who's watching from Switzerland with us. Hello to you guys. Okay, so now we have a high pressure shot here for De Jong.
Yeah, really early in the game too. So
Yeah. And also putting a lot of pressures on the sweepers too. So this is also a situation where it comes down to communication and also calling the line.
yeah, such a great team shot to make.
This is one of the best. If you make this really good, this could be like one of the nicest shots you can play as a team, I would say.
Definitely.
It looks like it's pretty close. They're
Sweeping for the line right
for
now.
a line now. Ooh, and it just touches the red
Just
or the blue one. Oh,
but it looks like there's only going to be a shot for 2, not anything
Yes.
more.
well, that was such a good try.
Yeah.
It was so close. The speed was perfect. Even if it would have come like back button, that wouldn't.
No, that exactly.
Like, the line is just so important for that shot. So now we can see that Team Jacobs has hit for 2.
So it looks like he's not throwing with that much weight. Just a nice little takeout.
Yep.
Using his awesome sweepers.
But no sweeping right now. Oh, now they're just starting to clean it.
Oh,
Is
did
it
he?
for
Oh,
2
he
or
actually,
is it just
no,
he just-
okay. He did. He needed the roll in.
Yeah,
Looks close
it
though.
looks really close.
Oh, it's blue.
Yeah, it's just the one.
So that was a lucky force for Comlodi then.
Yeah.
And now we're going to commercial.
Northern Credit Union, a true partner, sweeping you to financial victory. Visit northerncu.com and swap your bank for something better. Because Northern Credit Union isn't a bank, We're a financial institution.
Okay, week 4, day 1. Today is a full body weight workout. I enlisted the help of my daughter Aubrey. So let's put her to work.
Okay, everybody. So welcome back. We are starting with end 4 here. And I think that was some great videos of Mark and his daughter working out this summer. And also, like, if you guys want to have some more of that and look better at it, you can go to their page for some more videos of that. Because I think that I saw some really good exercise tips for if you have to work out at home, and also some very good workouts, especially for curlers. I saw some very good core exercises and stuff. So you should definitely go and check that out, I think.
Definitely. And I was going to say you could learn from the best, and by that I mean his daughter, because I've seen she knows what she's doing. I have seen she's very, very fast, such a strong athlete. I've seen Mark is okay too.
Yeah.
But I've seen I think her name is Aubrey, and she's very cool.
Yeah, it's amazing also to see how he's working out with his daughter like that, and daughter. I like that.
Yes, I love that. Yeah, both the commercial with EJ and with Mark. It's so
cool. All of them that has kids is so amazing with their kids. It feels like they enjoy to do stuff together.
Yes, that's really nice. So we see a classic opening with Jacobs going in, Komlodi throwing a corner, Jacobs going center guard, Komlodi throwing around, and now Jacobs was trying to just go around again to make that 3 rocks down the center line that we were talking about earlier in the game. But you could have thought about Komlodi throwing a double corner, but with this setup too, they're always going hopefully have 1 rock in the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with 3 down, maybe I would throw double corners.
Yes. Also, just like in Komlodi's, to defend them a little bit about how with the strategy and stuff. Like, we don't know for how long they have been playing together, and because you always set up a game plan from the team's strength, and if you maybe didn't play that too long together, you don't have that like trust within the team either. So it could be all these things that we don't know either. So
No, exactly. That's why I try to make sure that I say maybe I would have
yes,
thrown.
exactly. Yeah,
Because it's always like you don't know what the discussion they have had within their team or
yeah,
how
and the
they
feeling in
exactly
the team,
of the
all
ice
that.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So now they have a corner guard on the other side though because EJ didn't roll off on the peel. So now they're going to have 2 racks in the house, and actually like Jacob's shot rock is going to, what do you call it, like stop the path for the double because it will be in the way. So interesting end setting up here.
Yeah, they have a perfect setup to get one more in here. Oh, and it's curling. They just pick up the guard.
So that is like that miss. Oh, it hurts so much when you do that miss because like you the speed is just a little bit short probably, and then they roll into the center line. Oh, you get so sad when you make those misses.
Yeah.
So the speed was probably pretty close, but maybe it just curled a little bit more on. They didn't know the ice there, maybe. So now Jacobs get a chance to hit the open one and roll in, maybe.
Yeah, if they make the roll, it's really good. Yep, and they make that.
Perfect.
So now they kind of force De Jong to play against the middle here.
Yeah, but at least they are a little bit staggered, right? The
top 8,
two
top
reds.
12.
Yeah. So if they get one in there, or maybe 2, it will take 2 shots to get it out if they get around it all.
Well, that's true.
But if he plays the peel too, he still have a corner guard out there. So I don't mind opening up the middle either. So if he opens up the middle, he probably hoping to get use of the corner guard later, and not to have to throw against cluttered in the middle.
Yeah, those staggards are always like a warning sign. That's everyone should should know that that's a big warning sign if there's any staggered. That's what our coach always says. If you see any staggards out there, get rid of them.
Just going. Is this a special shout out to Wayne?
To Wayne Middahl, the legend.
he makes sure that we keep watching out for those staggered guards. So now Jacobs get a chance to try to go first around those guards. Ooh,
that was close.
Wow, it looks like they have pinned down the ice.
Yeah, they look so confident out there. It feels like they're almost making everything.
They pretty much are, right?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I like that's such a good feeling when you have that kind of game and it feels like it doesn't matter what the opponent is doing out there. Then you just go out, you throw your rocks and you make them, and it's like almost nothing beats that. That's amazing.
How you play always, Sara.
Too funny. Yeah.
Have you seen if we have any questions in the chat? Otherwise,
I was actually looking. yeah, like we can't say it enough. Like we love getting some questions in just to keep this chat
Keep it
going.
rolling.
You know that me and Anna, since there have been this COVID times, we have been talking so much to each other. So it would be nice to get some questions and to hear from you guys that is watching too. And we know that Team Jacobs has a lot of nice fans, and it would just be so nice to hear from you.
Yes.
But we actually do have a question from Kendra.
Mhm.
And she's asking, how does it feel to beat the queen of curling, Jennifer Jones? I always wanted to know how that goes after the game.
Ooh.
And like that, it's a good question. What would you say?
I would say that when you're on the ice, you don't think too much about who you're playing. Just that you have tons of respect for playing like players as Jennifer Jones, for example. But then after the game, like everyone wants to win. So of course people are a little bit angry. But then when you come into the locker room, I remember one particular time when I think we beat them, and then in the locker room, Jennifer's daughters were there.
Yes.
And then everyone's just chatting and talking to their daughters about their Halloween costumes, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
yeah, so I think it's yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, like I totally agree. Like everyone out there, like obviously super competitive, and everybody wants to win. And since like when we play in the slams or championships, the standard is so high. So whoever you play against or win or get against, like it's always nice, but you always have that big respect for everyone. And since we always play the same competitions almost, you get like you start to become friends almost. Like I know that I usually end up sitting beside McEwen, and we always have a good time. And as you said, talking about the Halloween costumes, and so it's super friendly too. And I love that about curling because everybody gets become such good friends. So
And on the ice, super competitive.
Super competitive, and yeah, so it goes like both ways.
So Nicole is asking about how Sweden are right now, and yes, we had I think the whole world knows that Sweden had a very relaxed COVID-19 approach in the spring, and still pretty relaxed, but it's social distancing, and the rule says that you can't have close contact with anyone outside your own household, like your own family. So sporting events are closed down, but as a competitive athlete, like a pro athlete or a national team athlete, we're allowed to train and practice. So our facilities are still open, but we were supposed to play a game here in Stockholm from the same club where we curl out from. And the same day as the event was going to start, new rules and regulations came. So the event was closed. So we have only played one event this season, and that was in Switzerland when everything looked a lot better than it does now. So that's the situation right now.
That is correct.
So it's so I feel very. It's very kind of you. Ooh. Does it roll in?
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm sad to say, but it looks really tough for
Really, really tough.
De Jong right now.
Yes.
It feels like the inches are not on their side right now.
No.
They are catching like on the guards, and yeah, they don't have the luck on their side right now.
No, sometimes that's just how it is, though. Like when you
100%.
you're just a little bit off on the ice reading, and then every shot gets like getting more difficult and more difficult all the time.
That is curling, right?
That is curling, yeah.
And some days it's so tough, and sometimes everything just goes your way. That could be it too.
Yes. So I was going to say earlier that I'm so humbled and amazed about how many people are asking me about how Mira, my baby, is doing, and how life and motherhood is. So I'm very, what do you call it, thankful or like humble for that people care. And she's doing great. I'm doing great. Motherhood is the best thing so far. It's very cool. And she just came home from a stroller walk with her dad. Hey.
She's starting to become such a big baby right now, and always wants to like talk. And when she meets the team, she's so happy and all of that. It's amazing. We love having her on the ice with us too. It's so much fun. So now we can see a nice shot here from Team Jacobs. They are having the game under control right now and putting a lot of pressure on Team de Jong.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if this draw for 1 is possible.
I think it's there, but it's like it's just there. This has to be 100% perfect if he's. Oh, here we have the little baby.
Yes, you gotta start them young, right?
Yes. And she will probably, Mira will be like her mom, really good at all the strategic things and starting early, watching games. And
so Mira, they're sweeping it the whole way.
It looks like they jumped it pretty early.
Yeah, it looks like it's curling too, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, that won't even make it into the house. That's too bad. So then we have a big 3 for Team Jacobs.
Yeah. Wow. So it definitely looks like it's not their like ice reading game. It looks like they're just a little bit like they don't find the ice exactly as Team Jacobs are doing. Oh,
and we can even see that they are saying thank you for the game and well played. That was a very short game for us to actually commentate. I really do think that maybe this wasn't the best game for De Jong, but I think they did their best, right?
Yes, or yeah. They hopefully they feel like that.
Yeah. And they played a really strong team today, so
yeah, Jacobs didn't miss they didn't miss a shot almost.
No. That was amazing to see.
But this was so much fun, and thank you guys for helping us commentating.
Yeah.
Northern Credit Union, a true partner, sweeping you to financial victory. Visit northerncu.com and swap your bank for something better. Because Northern Credit Union isn't a bank. We're a financial institution.
It's a beautiful fall day. It's stout season. What better way to celebrate than with a Kingsville barrel-aged stout? Now, I know some of you are going to say, stouts, I don't do the stouts. They're too heavy, man. And those barrel-aged beers, they scare me. They're too boozy or they're too woody. Well, we heard you, so check this out. What we've got here is a medium-bodied, well-balanced, but most importantly, very approachable option for you. Look at that color. deep, rich, dark color. The aroma is malty, it's roasty. You get a little coffee there. And the flavor, you get that roastiness, little coffee, little cocoa, and the whiskey undertones, little oak, little vanilla. So don't be afraid to try it. Cheers, and happy International Stout Day.
So this is a very fun picture, right?
Yes. And it's so nice they're supporting the Cancer Foundation.
Yes.
Yes, such a nice picture. We call this a milk mustache in Sweden.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you call it that in English. So, Sarah, this was so much fun.
Yes. I wish that we could continue, but Team Jacob was too good today, so we won't have the chance to talk anymore. But like a big thank you that we were able to do this, and
Yeah.
hopefully we will do it some more. And fingers crossed that they will get to continue to play some more in Canada, since we can play here in Sweden.
And since the game's finished earlier, I just going to remind you, because that's what I'm going to do now. There's other live stream game at the moment, so just like head over and switch game and watch some other teams play.
Yes. Okay. Well, goodbye, everybody. Stay safe.
We miss you. We miss you so much.
So much.
And yes.
Hopefully, we will talk and see you soon.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Northern Credit Union, a true partner, sweeping you to financial victory. Visit northerncu.com and swap your bank for something better. Because Northern Credit Union isn't a bank. We're a financial institution.
Coyote may not be a household name, but we are a land name, and a work name, and a family name. And those are all the names we'll ever need. Coyote, we dig dirt.